Welcome to Module 3, Enhancing Stakeholder Engagement. In the previous modules, we explored the fundamental causes of project failure, including poor planning, ineffective budget management, and risk management deficiencies. Now, we will shift our focus to a critical element that can determine the success or failure of any project: stakeholder engagement. Effective stakeholder engagement is essential for ensuring that your project aligns with the expectations and needs of those who have an interest in its outcome. In this module, you will learn practical techniques for identifying, prioritizing, and engaging stakeholders throughout the project lifecycle, ensuring their support and satisfaction. In this module, we will delve into the importance of stakeholder engagement and how it influences project success. We'll start by discussing the significance of identifying and prioritizing stakeholders, as not all stakeholders have the same level of influence or interest in the project. You'll learn how to develop a stakeholder engagement plan that includes communication strategies tailored to different stakeholder needs. Additionally, we will explore techniques for building strong relationships with stakeholders and managing their expectations effectively. By the end of this module, you will have a comprehensive understanding of how to engage stakeholders in a way that fosters collaboration and drives project success. Stakeholder engagement is a cornerstone of successful project management. Stakeholders are individuals or groups who have a vested interest in the project's outcome, and their level of support can significantly impact the project's success. Engaging stakeholders effectively ensures that their needs and expectations are met, which in turn helps to secure their buy-in and ongoing support. When stakeholders are actively involved, they are more likely to provide the resources, feedback, and approvals necessary to keep the project moving forward. Moreover, effective stakeholder engagement helps to build trust and transparency, reducing the likelihood of conflicts and misunderstandings. In this section, we'll explore the various ways stakeholder engagement can influence the trajectory of a project. From identifying key stakeholders early in the project to maintaining open lines of communication throughout the project lifecycle, each step plays a crucial role in ensuring that the project stays aligned with stakeholder expectations. As we progress through this module, we'll discuss practical techniques for engaging stakeholders in a meaningful way, helping you to foster strong, collaborative relationships that contribute to the overall success of your project. Identifying and prioritizing stakeholders is the first step in developing an effective stakeholder engagement strategy. Not all stakeholders are equal. Some have more influence, while others may have a greater interest in the project's outcomes. It's essential to understand who your stakeholders are and what level of impact they can have on your project. By conducting a thorough stakeholder analysis, you can identify key stakeholders and assess their influence and interest. This analysis will help you prioritize your engagement efforts, ensuring that you focus your resources on those who are most critical to the project's success. One effective tool for this process is the stakeholder map, which visually represents stakeholders based on their level of influence and interest. This map helps project managers to identify which stakeholders need the most attention and which can be managed with less intensive engagement strategies. By mapping out stakeholders in this way, you can develop a targeted engagement plan that addresses the unique needs and concerns of each group. Prioritizing stakeholders is not just about managing relationships, it's about strategically aligning your project with those who can support or obstruct its progress. As we move forward, we'll discuss how to translate this analysis into actionable engagement strategies. Once you have identified and prioritized your stakeholders, the next step is to develop a comprehensive stakeholder engagement plan. This plan serves as a roadmap for how you will communicate with and involve stakeholders throughout the project lifecycle. A well-structured engagement plan includes several key components: stakeholder identification and analysis, communication strategies, roles and responsibilities, and feedback mechanisms. Each of these elements plays a vital role in ensuring that stakeholders are informed, involved, and aligned with the project's goals. The communication strategy is particularly important, as it defines how often and through which channels you will communicate with each stakeholder group. For example, high-influence stakeholders may require more frequent, in-depth updates, while lower priority stakeholders might be kept informed through periodic newsletters or reports. Additionally, the plan should include a Raji matrix, which outlines who is responsible, accountable, consulted, and informed for each project task. This matrix helps to clarify roles and ensure that everyone knows their responsibilities in relation to stakeholder engagement. By developing a detailed stakeholder engagement plan, you can create a structured approach to building and maintaining strong relationships with all your stakeholders, thereby increasing the likelihood of project success. Building strong relationships with stakeholders is essential for creating an environment of trust and collaboration. These relationships are the foundation upon which successful projects are built, as they ensure that stakeholders feel valued, heard, and respected. To build these relationships, it's important to engage stakeholders early and regularly throughout the project. Regular check-ins, transparent communication, and involving stakeholders in key decision-making processes are all effective ways to strengthen these relationships. When stakeholders feel that they are part of the project and that their input is valued, they are more likely to support the project and contribute to its success. Conflict resolution is another critical aspect of building strong stakeholder relationships. Disagreements are inevitable in any project, but how they are managed can make a significant difference in the outcome. Addressing concerns and conflicts promptly, and in a way that is respectful and solutions-oriented, helps to maintain positive relationships even in challenging situations. It's also important to celebrate successes and acknowledge the contributions of stakeholders, which reinforces their commitment to the project. By focusing on relationship building, project managers can create a supportive and collaborative atmosphere that enhances stakeholder satisfaction and drives project success. Managing stakeholder expectations is a critical component of effective project management. When expectations are not aligned with the project's goals, it can lead to dissatisfaction, disengagement, and ultimately, project failure. Therefore, it's essential to establish clear, realistic expectations from the outset and to manage them throughout the project lifecycle. This involves clearly communicating the project's scope, objectives, timelines, and potential risks to all stakeholders. Regular updates and feedback loops are also necessary to keep stakeholders informed of any changes or challenges that arise, allowing them to adjust their expectations accordingly. One effective tool for managing expectations is the Expectation Management Matrix. This matrix helps project managers align stakeholder expectations with the project's deliverables, timelines, and constraints. By regularly reviewing this matrix with stakeholders, project managers can ensure that everyone remains on the same page and that any misalignments are addressed promptly. Additionally, involving stakeholders in decision-making processes, particularly when it comes to scope changes or risk management, helps to manage their expectations and maintain their trust. By proactively managing stakeholder expectations, project managers can reduce the risk of conflicts and increase the likelihood of delivering a successful project that meets stakeholder needs. Effective communication is the backbone of successful stakeholder engagement. The tools and channels you use to communicate with stakeholders can greatly influence their level of involvement and satisfaction with the project. Choosing the right communication tools depends on the needs of your stakeholders and the nature of the project. For instance, project management software can be invaluable for providing real-time updates and tracking project progress. Tools like risk dashboards and communication matrices can help streamline communication by providing clear, concise information that stakeholders can easily understand and act upon. It's important to tailor your communication strategy to the preferences and expectations of each stakeholder group. High-influence stakeholders may prefer more direct, frequent communication, such as face-to-face meetings or detailed reports, while lower-priority stakeholders might be better served with brief email updates or newsletters. The key is to ensure that all stakeholders receive the information they need, when they need it, in a format that is accessible and meaningful to them. By utilizing the right communication tools effectively, you can keep stakeholders informed, engaged, and aligned with the project's goals, thereby enhancing their support and commitment. Now that we've covered the key concepts of stakeholder engagement, it's time to apply what you've learned through practical exercises. Please refer to your student guide for the activities associated with this module. These activities are designed to help you practice identifying and prioritizing stakeholders, developing a stakeholder engagement plan, and managing stakeholder expectations. The exercises should take approximately 10 to 15 minutes to complete, and will provide you with hands-on experience in applying the strategies we've discussed. By working through these activities, you'll be better prepared to engage stakeholders effectively in your future projects. Now for Activity 2. The objective is to create a stakeholder engagement plan that outlines how you will communicate with and involve stakeholders throughout the project. Instructions. Based on the stakeholders you identified in Activity 1, develop a communication strategy for each group. Include the frequency and channels of communication, as well as the roles and responsibilities of each stakeholder. Use a Raji matrix to define who is responsible, accountable, consulted, and informed for key project tasks. The student guide will also provide an answer key for you to reference after you complete the exercise. To further illustrate the importance of stakeholder engagement, let's examine a case study involving a healthcare IT project. This project aimed to implement an electronic health record (EHR) system across a network of hospitals. However, the project encountered significant challenges, including stakeholder resistance, lack of early involvement, and communication gaps. By re-engaging stakeholders through workshops and tailored communication strategies, the project team was able to realign stakeholder expectations and successfully implement the system. This case study highlights the critical role of effective stakeholder engagement in overcoming challenges and achieving project success. For a more detailed analysis and to explore the key takeaways from this case study, please refer to the student guide. The guide also includes an answer key to help you assess your understanding of the key concepts discussed. By reviewing this case study, you'll gain practical insights into how effective stakeholder engagement can turn around a struggling project and ensure successful outcomes. Engaging with the case study in your student guide will provide you with a deeper understanding of the strategies and techniques that were applied, and how you can incorporate these lessons into your own projects. As we conclude Module 3, let's summarize the key takeaways. First, identifying and prioritizing stakeholders is crucial for ensuring that your engagement efforts are focused on those who have the most influence and interest in your project. Developing a comprehensive stakeholder engagement plan, complete with tailored communication strategies and defined roles, helps ensure that stakeholders are informed, involved, and aligned with your project's goals. Building strong relationships with stakeholders through regular communication and conflict resolution fosters a collaborative environment that supports project success. Additionally, managing stakeholder expectations is vital to preventing misunderstandings and ensuring that the project meets its objectives. Utilizing effective communication tools and channels helps keep stakeholders engaged and informed throughout the project lifecycle. To reinforce your learning, please complete the activities found in your student guide. These exercises are designed to take 5 to 10 minutes and will help you apply the concepts discussed in this module to real-world scenarios. By engaging with these activities, you'll be better prepared to effectively manage stakeholder engagement in your future projects.